The map of West Asia made it back to the UN General Assembly Hall this year at the 79th UNGA session when Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu yet again displayed maps to explain allies and enemies of development and connectivity in the region, highlighting the US-led India-Middle East-Europe Economic Corridor, which was proposed during the G20 summit held in New Delhi last year, and also during the G7 summit held in Italy in June this year. During his address, PM Netanyahu presented two maps of West Asia. Using biblical references, one map was named the blessing and another the curse.
It's a map of a blessing. It shows Israel and its Arab partners forming a land bridge connecting Asia and Europe between the Indian Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea. Across this bridge, we will lay rail lines, energy pipelines, fiber optic cables, and this will serve the betterment of 2 billion people.
Netanyahu showed a red line connecting Israel with Jordan, Saudi Arabia, and the UAE, extending from India, the Indian Ocean, through West Asia, and then to Europe. He then picked up another map, marking Israel's adversaries in black and calling it the curse. The countries on that map were Iran, Iraq, Lebanon, Syria, and Yemen.
Now look at this second map. It's a map. Look at the second map. It's a map of a curse. It's a map of an arc of terror that Iran has created and imposed from the Indian Ocean to the Mediterranean. Iran's malignant arc has shut down international waterways. It cuts off trade. It destroys millions, destroys nations from within, and inflicts misery on millions. On the one hand, a bright blessing, a future of hope. On the other hand, a dark future of despair. And if you think this dark map is only a curse for Israel, if you think that, then you should think again.
The only difference in the map of last year and this year is that unlike last year, this time the maps did not have Israel marked on the map. Last year, Prime Minister Netanyahu had invited a lot of backlash because the map of West Asia in his UNGA speech showed the West Bank and Gaza as part of Israel. Last time, Prime Minister Netanyahu came with a pen to draw a line through West Asia. And Israel was marked in blue, which included the West Bank, East Jerusalem, or Gaza, rejecting the idea of a two-state solution. According to Palestinian ambassador to Germany, Laith Arafe, there is no greater insult to every foundational principle of the United Nations than seeing Netanyahu display before the UNGA a map of Israel that straddles the entire land from the river to the sea, negating Palestine and its people, then attempting to spin the audience with rhetoric about peace in the region, all the while entrenching the longest ongoing belligerent occupation in today's world. One thing that remained the same like last year: several UN delegates from different countries staged a walkout when he reached the podium. While there were many who cheered him on, including the Israeli delegation in the hall, there were many others who weren't welcoming. Even as they were walking out, the hall echoed with mixed sounds of cheers and jeers. Netanyahu also had to face anti-Israel protests outside his hotel. Thousands of protesters gathered demanding his arrest. New York Police Department had a huge contingent deployed outside the hotel to ensure no untoward incident takes place. Amid major strikes by Israel into Lebanon on Friday that hit Hezbollah headquarters, targeting its chief Hassan Nasrallah, Prime Minister Netanyahu cut short his visit to the US. The latest attack could lead to massive escalation in the region. Bureau Report, India Today Global.